So for stipends, it's not that you are going to put what you want for upkeep. We are going to pay you 120 every semester, accumulative of 240,000 per session. So which will be divided into months. So that's what you are going to be getting every. So someone asks, God forbid we are not praying for. Okay, I think some people are happy with the upkeep. Yeah.
20K every month. It's a lot of money.
So the last question here was, what if someone died? We are not praying for, but if someone died, our law permits us to waive the loan. So it's not his family member or anyone else don't have to pay. That's it. Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. We really appreciate all the students, and we are here for you. Nelfund is always open. Our doors are open. You can send us an email. You can raise a ticket if you have any issue, and we'll answer you. We are here to support you. Let me give the mic to the MD. Okay, sorry, my colleague was just reminding me. Please, for the institutions, you can see how the questions the students are asking, especially when it comes to verification. And we're relying on these institutions to get back to us on time, because we'll be reaching out to a lot of institutions and they take a long period to get the verification list back to us. And without verification list, we will not be able to pay your students. And a lot of the students are waiting on the queue. Let me give my MD access to.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I want to, some of the questions I've heard here today are some of the best questions we've been asked in our journey through this sensitization program. Seriously. I did not hear one silly question here today, and I thank you. We are open for questions. We want to learn. We're not an arrogant organization. We want to learn, we want to understand, we want to grow with you. The one other thing I want to say is, I want to plead with you that this program is not just about you as an individual. It's also about, in a way, supporting your institution. So those of you who take the loans, because we're going to pay your fees in full and on time, it means that the institution receives money. Look at this beautiful auditorium. The institution receives money that they can now invest in the institution for the betterment of those who are maybe coming after you. So it's not to force you to take a loan if you don't want one, but remember that this has a long-lasting effect on you, your institution, and our nation, Nigeria. I thank you very much for listening to me.
Sorry, please, for the institutions that are here, head of institutions, after this, if you can please meet so that we can get to understand if you have any challenges and we'll get your contact for further information. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's give Nelfund a well-deserved round of applause, please. Our time is fast spent here, therefore we are drawing the curtain of this very interactive program. I want to humbly request the Commissioner for Information Sciences and Technology, ably represented here this afternoon by the Director of Higher and Continuing Education Department, in person of Mr. Oyi Adewale, for his closing remarks. Please, this is for your state government. Give us the government a round of applause. So, good very well, though. One million project, though.
Very much, sir. Everyone is my name. I want to stand on the existing protocol because of our time. When I was discussing with the Vice Chancellor, Professor Lazar, we said this program is just between 10 and 1. And so we are just in the neighborhood of 1 day. So I want to thank you for that, for keeping to time. That notwithstanding, the Vice Chancellor and the MD of Nelfund, Mr. Today Sawyer. I'm sure by this time last week, Thursday, this same period, if you hear your hair stinking or making some noise, then we are the one discussing you at the Ministry of Education. I'm sure the head of tertiary institutions that are here present will attest to that. Because we have been thinking seriously of how do we reach out to Nelfund. So the Honorable Commissioner had a meeting with the head of tertiary institutions and some principal officers, management staff. And after our initial session, they now started to talk about Nelfund. I was mentioning repeatedly, Mr. Akintunde, I can give you his number, if you want to call him. So I want to thank you for making yourself accessible and available. Now I want to welcome all the head of tertiary institutions that are here present and the representatives of management staff, despite the short notice. My commissioner would have loved to be here, Professor Sadio Abdulwahid Adelabo, but this day, as we are here, the acting governor is also on an official visit to Shaki. We have people from Shaki here. And so my commissioner is on the entourage of the acting governor to Shaki, and that is why he could not make it. So he is here with us, in the spirit. And I'm sure this will make him very happy that this is holding today here. The Executive Director of Operation, I love his statements which he made towards the end, that along with that of the end, that we are accessible, that we are available, and we are not arrogant. Can we appreciate them for that so much? Because that gives us a kind of a confidence and assurance that anytime we approach them, we are not troubling them. We are not just an issue that they can just push aside. I want to tell everyone here seated, especially the great Nigerian students that are here present. Great Nigerian students, great and articulate students, I'm sure you have been well informed and you've learned a lot from this. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, somebody called me from our way, from Adeshokuru Polytechnic Erua, the student governor. Actually, he was very right. Because His Excellency actually picked the Honorable Commissioner up when we are yet to have the data of our institutions, the students from Oyo State, uploaded early on. And His Excellency started saying some institutions already listed on the Nelfund portal. So he called the Honorable Commissioner, what are you doing with my own institutions and my students? And hopefully, when it's not only the Oyo State entities that are only in Oyo State, but we have some other people from other institutions. I don't know whether we have another college of animal health production or plantation here, or the representatives, because we extended the invitation to them as well. UI told us that they will be having their logging council today, and so because of that, they will not be able to make this. So His Excellency actually picked the Ministry of Education up on this, that he wants the students from Oyo State to actually have access to every opportunity that's available. And that's why we are appreciating President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for making this opportunity available. Can we appreciate him too? So I want to encourage you Nigerian students, the Oyo State students, to make use of this opportunity that is available for us. Because one politician of blessed memory said, and I'm going to translate it in English. He said, "One for logo that is, you are giving a free money and you are counting it. So if it is not up to the expected amount which you are expecting to have, are you going to return it back that I don't want?" So Nelfund is actually coming up with a great opportunity for us. And I want to know, if we have any students, we should not just be thinking of Yahoo plus, Yahoo minus, Yahoo multiply, Yahoo etc. If we have any students that are applied, even while we are here, you can even do that. If you have not applied for them, we confirm from their database here. Because as the head of Operation IT was speaking on the processes, one of my officers, Dr. Rashid was already assessing them on water, and he was sending the screenshots of the messages he was getting from the portal to me on my phone. So some of us are just holding this phone without making the adequate use of it. He only got stopped at a point where they asked for his data on the institution. He used Nowtech as his institution. They now said he should provide his profile. So I was now making a gesture. Now you cannot look further because you are not a qualified student of Nowtech. So even right here, I read from their profile that in less than between 15 to 30 minutes that you can actually complete your application. In less than 5 minutes, he was able to get to that point. So which means the portal is friendly. It's only somebody that's not ready to put up an application that will be safe, that will get stuck somewhere, or that you cannot proceed, or that you cannot actually get to a point where you will be credited, or where your school will be credited with your loan application. So I want to encourage the students that are here present and others that are representing to make sure that you apply for this loan. Like Mr. Akitule Soya said, you are helping your institution to grow, and you are making it faster by making your quick payments of your school fees and your tuition fees. So also our tertiary institutions and the other members that are here, I want us to make sure that we cascade. We have this training cascaded in our various institutions, and I'm sure my honorable commissioner would like to see the evidence of getting it cascaded in this among the students' assembly. Like we have in Nowtech here, I know we don't have the number of out of 37 students that I had that have been uploaded into the Nelfund portal, but we have almost about 2,000, if not more, students of Nowtech. Great, guys. Yes, I know, but you are not greater than you are. Make sure that the evidence of having this sensitization program cascaded in our various institutions forwarded to us in the Ministry of Education, because that is why we so much appreciate on behalf of the Honorable Commissioner for the Research of the Wider your coming here despite a very short notice, because Mr. Akitule Soya made us to be part of this through their coming to Nowtech, and we ask for our collaboration, which we want to actually appreciate. We are not taking it for levity or for granted. We thank you so much for this privilege to be here. That's why we will always continue to appreciate Professor Ron Kadivichu for accepting to host this August gathering. We are still in August, and we are having this kind of gathering. I want to share this with Nelfund. I don't know whether you have it as part of your arrangements, that there's a need for us to have some aspects of parents also sensitized, so that they can know about this, maybe through their national platform or through any of their platform they have, if it becomes impossible to be meeting parents forum in their various tertiary institutions. Because some students, which I think should be our priority, we should also learn to be self-independent, to make sure that we don't depend on our parents on almost on everything. We also should be responsible. We should learn how to invest in our own future through this, because when you have a loan that are going to be paid, it's like you are investing in your own future by yourself. And so you know, even from some of these parents that are looking for money to make sure that they pay the school fees. So if the parents are also aware, they can say, have you applied? So they apply. So if not, don't just come home to come and be disturbing me, because Nelfund is shifting, taking away the body, which some of the parents may have been encountering through the financial responsibilities to their children, through their institution. And my second area of advice would be to make a kind of maybe jingles or some kind of information pass through the mostly ads or listening to media institutions in various states and in the local languages, so that they can also learn about this opportunity. And to round it up, to cap it up, I want to say just this in 1 or 2 minutes. I was discussing with a friend who happened to be my best man, is now located in the US. he has about 12 his children studying medicine. And I asked him, how are you doing? He said, the loan that I obtained for these children to study medicine, that even he himself cannot pay it back, that when they finish their medicine, they will need the one to pay the loan back because it's taking about 20 years to get it paid. But what is the lesson in that one? Whether the father, the parent afford spending on that child or on their children, rather, two of them, to study medicine. What it means is that the boys have been able to study that course because they have the ability, they have the potential to go for it. So finance was not an issue. And that's exactly what is coming to Nigeria, which I think we should appreciate, we should access. We should make sure that we make good use of the opportunity very quickly and also Nelfund and encourage them. I don't know whether we have the opportunity for master's students, postgraduate students, because some that are not captured in textbook, they may also, that are not in the tertiary institutions as lecturers and the likes, you may have to be taken along that line too. That those that they want to continue their education from first degree to master's to postgraduate, but as a result of financial difficulties, they may terminate their academic programs in the first year, after their first degree, and they have the ability and potential, especially the first class students, to continue to first class graduates, to continue their master's degree, to continue their PhD, and have everything done at once, so that this noble idea will be extended to the postgraduate students also. That may be the kind of a takeaway or take home for our Nelfund. And I want to thank everyone for your rapt attention, for listening, and for taking this program with the seriousness and the attention it deserves. God bless everyone of us. Thank you so much.
Let's sustain the applause for Mr. Adewale, representing the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, let's be seated. Students, if you collect your loan, tell your parents at home. Don't say you don't blow. Don't say you don't cash out. I trust we have good students in Latin. Thank you so much. At this juncture, because of time factor, I want to only invite the registrar of LATEC to posse of Mrs. Olayinka Balogun for the book of terms. Let's give her a round of applause, please.
Honorable Commissioner for Education, represented by Mr. Adewale, the Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Principal Officers of the University, Nelfund officials, the Provost and Deans, Heads of Departments, students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our dear Vice Chancellor, Professor Razak Rom Kalimu, I want to say a big thank you. First, for this initiative by the federal government of Nigeria. So let's put our hands together for our president. You will agree with me that this is a laudable initiative. And when you put in a laudable initiative and you don't have a passionate person to run it, it will hit the rocks. Now, let's also put our hands together for Mr. Sawyer and his team for being passionate about this. They got here before 11. Only God knows where they were coming from. And you will agree with me that they have so much educated us, informed us today, such that we are leaving this hall better than we were when we walked in. So let's put our hands together for that. You will also agree with me that our parents can now sleep. As a result of this laudable initiative. You know, he was telling us that we should tell our parents when we access the loan. Please tell them. Let our parents know. Let us know that, Mom, I have been paid, so that they can rest. The stress in the country is much, but the federal government is doing this to lessen it. Now, I don't know if people, old people, when they go back to school, can also access the loan. So, ladies and gentlemen, our students, our management teams of tertiary institutions in Oyo State, I want to say a big thank you. God bless you, even as you return to your destinations. Thanks for your attention.
Let's sustain the applause for the registrar. She gave the vote of thanks with motherly touch, feminine touch. Thank you, ma'am. Please, quickly, I want to recognize also Mrs. Delodun Akiyode, Deputy Registrar, Mrs. Office. Thank you so much. Professor Adewale, Professor Benga Adewale, former past provost College of Agric, Isai Campus. You are recognized. Mr. Lebo Fadeyi, thank you for coming to the head of public relations. Thank you so much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we thank God that we've come to the end of today's very interactive session. Greatest of greatest Nigerian students, greatest Dagaba, greatest Bobo, greatest Bebeke, greatest. Shall we all rise for the anthems in reverse order?
See those
students, let's allow our top officials to leave the hall before we leave.